I never wrote a poem about Reverend George Lee, one of the first black people registered to vote in Humphreys County in Mississippi, who was murdered shortly afterward. I never as much thought about writing about Lamar Smith, who was shot dead in broad daylight while dozens of people watched. I didn't even write a poem about Emmett Till, Willie Edwards Jr., or Herbert Lee. I almost wrote about the 41 shots that rang throughout this country, though. And I saw that one movie about Oscar Grant, but never put my pen to paper on that topic. Or Dan Warren Henry, or John Crawford III, who was murdered for holding a BB gun in Walmart. Or Victor White, who supposedly shot himself to death in the back of a police car. Very strange. Probably not true, but I still didn't write about it. I wrote one poem about forgiveness for Trayvon, but nothing about Michael Brown and the countless others. Geez, seems like the list is growing every day, and these are just the ones we know about. Being a poet, I heard so many heartfelt poems about this topic and just kind of figured that what needed to be said was already said in so many different ways, so how would my words be any different? I guess I didn't want to saturate the market, per se. I also figured with each recent shooting looking more and more ridiculous, police officers and regular folks alike would see this live footage of this murder or that murder and come to figure out a way to stop killing black men, at least publicly. Because for the most part, we all believe that killing innocent young men is wrong, right? So we'll figure this out. I guess I believe as wrong as this is, as prejudiced as it looks, even the most racist of human beings will see the truth, and this country together would figure this out. Even on the surface level, it looks barbaric in a way, so I never wrote about them. But today, when the same storyline with a different black man flashed upon my timeline, I realized that we are not going to get it. But even that might be wrong, because truth then tapped his hand on my shoulder, telling me that it's not that they don't get it, it's becoming plain and evident that some people don't want to get it. They aren't trying to get it, or maybe they got it a long time ago and they released it. They let it go. That's my only explanation, because how can you see this and not feel something? How can you not wonder how many times this has happened when no cameras around? How many times must it go down like this right before our cell phone eyes for us to see that something is wrong? I can't believe that any normal, God-fearing human being, black, white, Latino, Asian, or other, cannot see this as a problem. I saw a video where a white homeless man wrestled with cops for about 5 minutes. He would absolutely not give them his hands to handcuff him. They finally decided to tase him. Not shoot him, but tase him, because that's what you do when people don't comply. They tased the guy, and he broke out of the stronghold of 2 cops and ran away down the street with the cops chasing him. Not once pulling out a gun to shoot the runaway, because you don't just shoot unarmed men in the back for no reason. Do you? My first reaction was, if that was a black man, how long would it have been before he was shot? Not in the leg or nothing, not in an area that might only injure him, but how long would it be before he was shot dead? Would it have been when they arrested him on the ground, or would it have been when he ran away? When? Like the story that came across my timeline today. It is similar to all the rest. A young black man, this time not knowing he was pulled over, hops out of his car to walk into the gas station. The police officer pulls up, and while the young black man is already out of the car, tells him to get his driver's license and registration. The young black man reaches back into the car to get what he is told. The cop screams at him, telling him to get out of the car. The young man gets out, and the cop shoots him. Young man raises his hand, showing he doesn't have anything. Police officer shoots him again. And again. Apparently, he was pulled over for not having his seatbelt on. What part of this makes sense? What part of shooting to kill for a seatbelt law seems right? What part of this do you not want to get? I'm lost. I mean, my guess, and I'm only guessing here because some people see young black men as a threat. Maybe we can explain to them to not be afraid because black men are human. Maybe they don't know. I mean, as ridiculous as it sounds, maybe they don't know. Black men have mothers, brothers, sisters, and dads, just like you do. Black men are capable of loving and often loved the same way you do. Black men are smart, caring, friendly, and just like every other man. Black men have jobs and are responsible. Black men are poets, doctors, musicians, and lawyers. Black men have houses and cars, and they breathe the same air that you do. They pay bills, they struggle, they overcome. Black men pray to the same God you pray to. Black men go to church, they go to meetings. You can see a normal black man at the supermarket, laughing, joking, and holding regular conversations. Are there bad seeds in the pile? I don't know. Are there bad seeds in your pile? You know who black men remind me of? They remind me of you. Matter of fact, we are just like you. Or you are just like us. We are alike. It doesn't matter which came first because God made us all, and you can ask him. He made us all the same. So why do you think it is okay to shoot one of God's creations who is just like you? Why is it even fair to shoot him dead in broad daylight just because? Would you be upset if we shot you like that? How many white young men have been shot by black officers lately? Exactly. Why? Because it's crazy. It is a murder, no matter what color you make it.